Are you ready?
Bright colors so that people can see them and identify them. But we're also going to have resource detection in the form of potions and magic abilities, so that even when I'm digging underground, I can go, I'm going to equip this axe because it has a constant gold detection on it in a radius. And if there's gold near me, it's going to glow, and I'm going to be able to go, oh, it's through that cavern wall, and you'll be able to walk over there. Well, you'll be able to dig your way over there. Hopefully you have a pulverizer. Dig your way over, and you'll be able to harvest that. So it's a little more complex than what you see now, because it's going to be hidden within the walls of the terrain as you dig down.
Excellent. So let's see here. Are there going
more questions?
Two more questions? Perfect. Two
Yeah.
more. Okay. Are there going to be any rewards or incentives for mentoring in the game, helping other players?
That's a good question. That's a great question. So that's always a tough one. As a designer and as producers of games, we always want to encourage good behavior in a way that isn't gameable, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's very easy for me to say, you know what? We're going to give you experience points every time you help a newbie kill something. Well, then what do you do?
Yeah.
Right? So that does not mean that there's not solutions to this. And certainly within the marketplace and the ratings, we're going to be giving people achievements and things for actually participating in the rating system within the marketplace and the player studio rather. But it's a little more difficult in game. We would love to do things like that.
And I think too, like another way of looking at this, because I think we could talk about this question alone for like an hour.
Yeah.
Another way of looking at this is that the answer is absolutely yes, we want to do this, but we're not necessarily going to do this just through game mechanics, right?
Yeah.
I think the Insider program, as an example, is this, right? Cohh, in many ways, is one of those mentors, right? Like, I go onto his channel, like, he showed me Banished, another game I love, and I watch him play to learn how to get better, right? He sits on the stream for 6 or 8 hours a day and answers questions, everybody's questions. How do I do this? What is this thing? That sort of, that's mentoring. That's leadership. And that's not necessarily something where we're going to give him an achievement in the game, but, in the product, we're going to give him, incentives to do that. And we're going to find, it's not just going to be, for Cohh on Twitch, right? Like, it's all different ways that we can do this. So we're really looking for people who want to lead and mentor, and a lot of them are identifying themselves right now in the alpha and the beta.
Excellent. So here we go, last question, and I do want to apologize to the community. You guys gave me so many phenomenal questions. I know I didn't get to all of them, but just huge thank you guys for all of these absolutely phenomenal questions.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, just a quick comment from Renea, who is probably Renea probably lives in Landmark. She's in there. She's already has her max crafting benches. Let me put it that way.
Oh, well.
Yes, I'm very familiar with Renea's name. I see her around all the time.
She just wanted to say +1 fairy dust of awesome to the designer or artist that made the active icon borders around the hotkey bar. That was apparently a huge deal for a lot of people. So big thank you to whoever was behind that. And finally, this will be our last question here. Just a big thanks again for everything, guys. Will we see any seasonal cycles or day-night cycles in the game? There's advantages and disadvantages to having it be dark outside. So,
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Well,
about that?
you see day-night cycles now.
Yeah. Yes. I should say like more. Is there any plan to kind of extrapolate them out to kind of pitch black, like you need to make lights kind of thing in any situation?
Well, I mean, certainly exploration underground is going to require some lighting, and those things we plan for those things to be biome specific, so that when you go into the underground jungle, super dark. You better bring something. You better have a light stone. We're working on making those things better, so that you will want them. They'll be useful to you. Seasonal changes. We would love to do those types of things,
Yeah,
they're super cool.
Yeah,
right?
We're talking about it and trying to figure out how it would work, what degree of change we would want, and what the players would want. We asked the roundtable question about this not that long ago, and part of it too, like one of the things, like we loved EverQuest, but one of the problems that EverQuest had was like the darkness was a huge limiting factor for people. example.
Yeah.
And it was a pain in the ass. Like when you started playing, it's pitch black and I don't know what to do.
You
right?
couldn't pay me to find myself around East Commons on some nights, man. Whew.
Yeah. And our system allows us, we can scale the difficulty if we want. On the surface, we probably wouldn't ever have pitch darkness because that would really impact new player experiences. It would get down into these levels where you have to really know what you're doing. We can sort of ratchet up the complexity, ratchet up the difficulty, and that's something we're looking at as well.
If you want a super dark, put a claim on the leeward side of a mountain. And at nighttime, you won't have any light at all. It's super dark.
Oh, wow, very cool. And I guess in that same line, if that kind of challenge of having it super dark would just become more and more apparent as you progress down into the earth.
Right.
So that's it's almost like you're getting more of a challenge as you get more capable of handling the challenge. So that's just excellent.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I thank you so much for your time today. This has just been absolutely amazing. I really appreciate you guys coming on. And honestly, I mean, you guys gave so much information today. I'm kind of stunned. This is fantastic. So many great new things. So
we have lots of
really
information to give out. We love talking. I mean, we love talking to the community.
Yeah,
I love doing it.
I think the important thing to remember, because where we get hung up on, whether or not to answer questions is, we don't want to promise anything that we're not going to be able to deliver, right? And so a lot of the things we're talking about, just remember where we are in this product. Like we're at day 2 of closed beta. Everything we're talking about is sort of subject to change and, design improvement and, oh, this didn't work out. And, one of the things that I've always noticed in game design is the game you start with and the game you end up with are always very different. Like the vision may stay the same, but, the choices that you've made to get there may take you in very different directions than you thought.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm the creative lead in a small startup studio right now, and I couldn't agree with that more. Pretty amazing, pretty amazing. But just again, huge thank you for your time today. Again, my friends, we are here today with Omeed Dariani and Darrin McPherson, the brand manager and the lead designer of both EverQuest Next and Landmark. Huge thank you. If I could put a mic in everyone's house for the round of applause that I'm sure you guys are receiving right now, we definitely would. But just huge thank you. Just
thank
amazing.
you for setting it up.
Amazing.
Thank you everybody for being here. And the more of this information that gets out, the clearer this will be. I've been on streams where they have no idea what Landmark is, and they've been playing for 2 weeks, and we don't want that.
Yeah, and thank you guys for your support, for paying attention, and really for spending your time with us. We really appreciate it.
Excellent. Well, guys, have a fantastic day. Thank you for your time. And Omeed, I will catch up with you in just a little bit. Thank you so much for this again. Just absolutely
thanks, Kev.
amazing.
Thank you.
Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.
You too.
Wow, guys. Wow, those guys are just I can't even tell you how Agents Fire. Good show, my friend. Good show. I am seriously blown away, guys. I am absolutely blown away by just the interaction, the zeal for their product, their development. I mean, and all this stuff we just heard today, guys. I mean, underground caverns with different biomes, combat coming in with weapons dictating abilities, levelless systems so you can just get together, and we are in for a ride with this project, guys. We are in for a ride. You can't compare Landmark to anything else because there's nothing else like Landmark. So, just absolutely amazing. Everybody out there, guys, thank you for being here today. I really appreciate it. As we get more sales and everything through the link down south, we will continue to have some very awesome opportunities with Sony. Not only will we potentially have more things like this on the show, but they have some incredible incentives for their insider program that, as we make more sales, could mean some phenomenal opportunities for this channel. But guys, everybody, thank you so much for being here today. Really appreciate it. This is going to be a highlight, as Ashard has said, in just a few minutes, and we will go from there. So everybody, thank you for being here today. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and actually take a little bit of a break. I may rip my room apart to get my new computer going here. We will see. That could be a lot of work, but a lot of fun. And I will be back this evening, either for some more EverQuest Next or possibly some Titanfall with the community. So we will see. It will most likely be one of those. So everybody, have a fantastic, fantastic night. Or happy local time, wherever you happen to be. And I will see you probably in just about 3 to 4 hours. Have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.